Hey guys, it's the Doc, and here's our next installment of the hashtag Ask Dr. Mudgil series of posts, and this one comes in from YouTube. This comes in from Jody L, and the question is, I have a question that maybe you could explain a little to me. My husband has a spot on his face, and he finally got a biopsy a couple of days ago. They called him today and said it was a basal cell skin cancer. He has to go to a different dermatologist to remove it. The doctor didn't make it sound like a big deal. I'm just asking you if we need to be worried. His brother died 8 years ago from a squamous cell carcinoma that he let go way too long. Now that my husband has a spot, not squamous cell though, does that make him more prone to getting it in other places? Well, there's a few questions that are bundled in here, Jody. And first, you don't need to be worried. Your husband got his skin cancer detected, he's gonna have it treated, and he's gonna be perfectly fine. So basal cell carcinoma is the most common cancer in humans. And it's curable 100% of the time if it's caught early and treated. The folks who get into trouble with basal cells, the folks that just let it fester and fester and fester for years upon years, and then it can become very locally destructive. But in your husband's case, he's gonna have it treated and he's gonna be perfectly fine. The reason why your dermatologist is sending to another dermatologist is it sounds like he's having a specialized procedure called a Mohs surgical procedure. And that's a special type of skin cancer surgery that's done in cosmetically sensitive areas like the face to optimize the cosmetic outcome of the surgery. So basically what's done is a rim of tissue is removed and it's looked at under the microscope then and there to ensure that the margins are clear. And if the margins aren't clear, then the surgeon will go back to a specific focus where there's still some carcinoma until he or she gets it completely out. So that sounds like the treatment that your husband's getting, which is the right treatment for basal cell carcinoma of the face. Now the last question is, well, there's a couple of other things. You mentioned squamous cell carcinoma. Squamous cell carcinoma is an entirely different type of cancer than basal cell. It's the second most common type of skin cancer. But your brother may have had a squamous cell carcinoma of a different origin. So squamous cell carcinomas of the head and neck, of the mouth, of the lip, are more aggressive or can be more aggressive than a purely cutaneous squamous cell carcinoma, squamous cell carcinoma of the skin. Again, I'm not sure, I don't want to be speaking out of school, I'm not sure what your brother-in-law had, but it sounds like he may have had a squamous cell carcinoma that was a more aggressive variant. And the last question is, does that make him more prone to getting it in other places? Well, the most common risk, or the highest risk for skin cancer is having had a previous skin cancer. So your husband should have a full head-to-toe skin cancer screening if he hasn't had one already. And more importantly, he should have periodic skin cancer screenings just to make sure that any spots that he may have are caught early and taken care of. So I think that answers all your questions, Jody. I hope it does. And if you have any more, just fire away in the comment section of our YouTube channel. And that's all I have to say, Jody. Let's get it.